Okay, just to follow back because I feel bad leaving on that note, ending on that note, for those of you who get headaches when you think things are hard. So we got to our binomials yesterday in class on the question about the dimensions of a picture. We had the inside dimensions of 12 and 16. It had a uniform width for the frame, which means all of these distances are going to be the same, and we don't know what it is, so that's why we called it x. The length, remember, was 16 plus 2x because that's x plus 16 plus x. And the width was 2x plus 12. 2x plus 12. And then the whole area of the entire thing was 288. The biggest point that we would have gotten to, where we got stuck, once we multiplied this together, we came in here, subtracted 288 to move it over, because once you see the quadratic, you want it set equal to 0. And I'm talking a little fast because, like I said, we went over this yesterday. Still, a GCF is really good. Pull out the GCF, and as we were told yesterday, as we got through, 2 and 12 will give me a positive 4, but no way for that to give me a negative 24. So at that rate, you cannot factor it. So none of this is factorable. Great call out yesterday. So it's not factorable. So that's when you would, if it was calculator active, you, like I showed you in class for the very end, go graph it. But for the sake of practice, using the quadratic formula, opposite b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The smaller numbers just make this a little easier. And I know a couple of us want to practice with quadratic anyway. So we're going to put, it's a positive 14, so we're going to do negative 14. Plus or minus the square root, b squared, so 14 squared, minus 4 times 1 times a negative 24. All over 2 times 1. Because we factored out that 4 and made these numbers a little smaller. A couple of people I talked to that were having some issues with getting this into the calculator correctly. Like setting up, not a problem, but the actual punching of the keys. I feel your pain. So 14 times 14, or 14 squared, is going to be 196. Negative 4 times 1 is going to be negative 4. Negative 4 times 24 is going to give us a positive 96. And all of that is going to go over 2. 196 plus 96. And you're going to think, it's a lot of work. But all in the name of getting it right. 292 over 2. And then negative 14 minus the square root of 292 over 2. The square root of 292 is a decimal. So I would leave it as this number. And I would type in my calculator, negative 14 plus the square root of 292. I'll hit enter, and then I'll divide that by 2, which gives me 1.544. And it is positive, so that's perfect. I'm going to do negative 14 minus the square root of 292, divide by 2, and I get a negative 15.54. Remember again, as we talked about, algebraically, both of those answers are perfectly correct for your x. We cannot have a negative for the width of the frame, which is what this word problem was asking us to solve for. We're looking for the width, the x value. So it's going to be 1.544. Super nasty, not fun. Hopefully doable at this point. Again, sorry to end class that way. And then last but not least, number 10. William is 3 years older than Charmaine. The sum of 3 times Charmaine's age and 2 times William's age is 76. I was really not trying to end class on a nasty quadratic. So this was our goal. William is, that's William equals 3 years older than Charmaine. So that's Charmaine plus 3. The sum of 3 times Charmaine's age, so 3 times Charmaine, and 2 times William's age is 76. So now we have a system. We've done a lot of these. There is an EOC release one of these, which I think is great because hopefully it's very doable. We have W equals, so we're going to take this W and substitute in C plus 3. So we're going to have 3C plus 2. Ooh, so magically make that a 6. 2 times C plus 3, because that's what W is, equals 76. Okay, you go try this and see what C is, and then come back. Okay, 3C plus 2C plus 6 equals 76 because we distributed. We're going to combine like terms. 5C plus 6 equals 76. We're going to subtract 6 because it's the inverse of addition. So 5C equals 70. Divide by 5, and we get 14. So Charmaine is 14. If Charmaine is 14, William is Charmaine plus 3. So William is going to be equal to 17. All right, great job, guys. Thank you for hanging in class. We did a lot of great problems. Hopefully you're starting to feel a lot better.